The Sportsocracy's 3-round mock drafts continue here in the Ingles studio. Let's talk about the Cleveland Browns. They got 2 picks in this 3-round mock draft. Not until number 75 overall, though.
And I feel like they did a good job of addressing 2 of their biggest needs with Dalvin Tomlinson, with Elijah Moore. I feel like Cleveland has had a phenomenal offseason. You haven't done much, but what you – and Juan Thornhill. I thought that was a home run as well. I really like what this team has done, and then bringing in Jim Schwartz, I think your defense is going to be drastically better than it was last year. So Cleveland's on the right path. There are just a couple positions I feel like you need to round off, and ironically enough, I hit them both in this 3-round mock draft.
All right, at number 75 in the 3rd round, who do they take?
Jamie Robinson, safety out of Florida State. This safety class sucks. But I love this kid. And it's not just because I'm a Florida State fan. He checks every box. But he ran a 4.59. Watch him play. Watch him play. I've done it for 4 years. Played almost 3,000 snaps in college. Insanely smart, insanely instinctive. The Senior Bowl did not go his way. He gave up a really bad deep throw. But I mean, that's not the player that I've seen. And I feel like he's been pushed down. He's a hell of a weapon. Because even though he's only 5'11", he can still cover – he can cover guys out of the slot. He can cover tight ends. I've watched him do it. And even though he's so much smaller than them, he's just one of those players that's so damn smart that he finds a way to get around his physical limitations. And I think you put him on the inside of Juan Thornhill with that secondary that you already have. I really think that's really the last piece for this defense. I mean, I know it would be nice to have a pass-rushing defensive tackle. It's what you thought you were getting in Perry and Winfrey. But I think you need to develop him for a year before you just tap out. I mean, and I know he's got the criminal thing going on. I don't know enough about that to know where that's going to go. From everything I've been told, it's not going to be, they release him or anything like that. But I feel like safety is a really big need because Grant Delpit is bad. Much like I tried to tell you when they drafted him.
You did.
Tank was like, oh, no, I got this. Grant Delpit is a dog. No, Grant Delpit has been propped up by the fact he played on a team that was super talented.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was one of my famous misses.
Yes.
All right, Jamie Robinson, the safety out of Florida State, goes to number 75 overall. Now at number 99, Cleveland will take a running back.
Tyjae Spears, running back out of Tulane.
All right, so no Kareem Hunt anymore. He's what we always said Kareem Hunt could be?
I really think Tyjae Spears can come into this league and be – I don't think he can be Bijan Robinson good. I don't think he can be Jahmyr Gibbs good. He's my 3rd best running back in this class. And I think he can fill that role and is a better runner than Kareem Hunt was. Kareem Hunt did a lot of things. He was kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. And I always laughed at how great people told me he was in the receiving game. No, he gets a lot of volume. There's a big-ass difference. This is the kid that's the home run threat. Now, look, Nick Chubb is as good a running back as there is in the NFL. Every team in the league has a committee for a reason. Right now, you've got a lot of John Kelly, which, I feel like you need a guy that can hit a home run, can prop you up a little bit in the passing game, because I do think I think Tyjae Spears, he wasn't asked to do it a lot, but he's got the chops to do it as a pass catcher in the NFL. The biggest knock for me on him is that he offers you less than 0 as a pass blocker. So it could be difficult for him to be that consummate passing down back. The only conversely, what I will say to that is, okay, you send a blitzer his way. If he leaks out, they are FUKED. Because he is, I spelled that I did that on purpose. Because he is really dynamic with the ball in his hand. And I think it will mitigate some of his deficiencies as a pass blocker. And now I would be looking at this offense going, sweet God, that's good. You got Elijah Moore over the top. And as fast as he is, it's really hard to bring that extra blitzer. You got Tyjae Spears that can leak out of the backfield. Oh, yeah, and then I can just bludgeon you to death with Nick Chubb. And I think you're going to be better with another year of Deshaun Watson. And this being a quiet offseason after all of the things that went on last year. Now he's got the whole offseason program. If I were a betting man, and I'm not saying that I am, but well, I do a gambling segment in the Southeast that's branded by one of the biggest sponsors in the country. So I do a wager a touch. I don't think there's any team that I like their over on wins based off what I see right now more than the Cleveland Browns. And this would be 2 more pieces just to add to an already insane stable of talent.
All right, Jamie Robinson, Tyjae Spears. That's your haul for the Cleveland Browns in this 3-round mock draft.
I mean, you also got to remember you got Elijah Moore, too, because that counts, because that was one of your picks. You gave that up to the Jets. If you like these picks, if you hate these picks, if there's a player you'd like to know how they fit with the Cleveland Browns, or if you'd like to just call me a big mulleted dipshit, feel free to do that in the comments. I answer all of those. We'll have 2 more mock drafts coming out before the April 27th draft. The 7-round A+. These are in a vacuum. This is who you've talked to, who's been in the building, who I know you're interested in. This is the best it could be. This is how I would give you an A+. Those will start going out over the weekend. Then we will have my final projection for the 7 rounds of the 2023 NFL Draft that will start the following weekend and go all the way up to Draftmas Day itself.
And we'll cover each and every pick of the 3 days of the NFL Draft right here in the Sportsocracy from the Ingles studio. Like the video, share it out with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get all of our Draftmas season content.